going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are here at ECD Auto Design. I actually just flew in this morning to Kissimmee, Florida at the world headquarters of ECD Auto Design. I'm about to do the most VIP tour with one of the owners, Scott. He's gonna show me around the entire factory. So something about ECD is that they actually take old Land Rovers and old E-Type Jaguars and they will do a full bespoke experience for you. So you are customizing the door panels, the color, the brakes, the engine, everything that you can think of and way more. It is such a cool experience. I'm about to show you right now. Let's go. How's it going?
Good.
Good. Nice to meet you.
I'm Scott, CEO and founder of ECD Automotive Design. Welcome to the Rubber Dome.
I appreciate you having me. Thank you very much. Cool. This is exciting.
Yeah, what I thought we'd do is I'll take you on the tour of the whole facility and I'll walk you through how we build these phenomenal vehicles.
Cool.
So let's start with how we founded ECD. We were just 4 Brits who met over a beer. We had a beer one night. I knew some friends who knew some friends. We were at my house, we had a barbecue. Tom, one of the Humble brothers, pulled up in a Defender from the UK. I loved the vehicle. We sat down, we had some beers, we talked about cars we'd owned, aspired to own, cars we'd crashed, cars we'd passed the driving test in. We just found out we were complete gearheads, the 4 of us.
Cool.
And I called them out and I said, look, the more beer we had, the more we convinced ourselves you could take a British farm vehicle and turn it into a luxury SUV for an American market. Yeah. And after we drank all the beer, I said, look, you're not going to do anything. You know, you've got a job, you've got safety net, nothing will come of it. I woke up the following morning when a text from Tom said he'd quit his job. His brother texted me and said, his brother texted me and said he'd quit college.
No.
And I said, well, I better do my bit, put a bit of capital in.
Oh my gosh.
We set out on a number of things. We didn't want to turn into this corporate kind of pompous brand size. So we said, look, what do we want the business to be? And we said, we want to put the customer at the center of it. Let them design a car. Let mechanics be mechanics, not fix stuff, build cool stuff. Yeah. Then we said, we want to build something that excites us. So it has to excite us and get us excited. And then we said, we want to do everything in-house. And then we said we want to do one-of-one customization. Yeah. Very bold. I think the beer was still talking. Very bold. We didn't have a facility. We didn't have mechanics.
I was going to say, how long did it take to go from the initial beer story to
where we are today?
Yeah.
11 years.
11 years.
And where we are today is we're now a public company on the NASDAQ. Yeah. So we went public, and I mean, I've got to be honest. If somebody had said to me that was the aim, I'd be lying to you. Yeah. It was never the aim. The aim was the 5 things I just said.
Yeah, of course.
We wanted to take the automotive industry and fix what we thought as gearheads was wrong with it. So then we put a model on our phones, where every vehicle I'm going to show you now goes through 20 stages. So if I go into the north line, and I pick a build that's in production, on my phone or on an iPad, all the guys have, you can see all the steps that is to build that truck. There's 619 steps, there's 525 to complete still. It tells you by facility, so if I go into like the drivetrain area, I can see exactly what the torque settings are. Wow. So there's all the steps. But because of each car is different, each one of these is different. Yeah, but it's a complete build sheet.
Wow. How many is that a year? How many are you guys?
We'll do 100. We'll do 98 this year.
98.
Last year we did 71.
Wow.
Let me walk you through the steps that we do. So this is a base vehicle. So we bring in, So we bring in a base vehicle from the UK. It's 25 years old. We will use from the car what we can. The must-haves that we use are the frame, and we always use the roof. It's very difficult to get perfect body alignment if you don't use the roof. We're bringing these in all the time. Our UK logistics company source them. We just source them like you would an F-150, I guess. Yeah. Just farm vehicles, utility vehicles. Everyone's got a story, and I love that about it. It's got 25 years of history. We've brought in pet grooming trucks, emergency service vehicle trucks, trucks from Italy. Wow. So we bring them in. What happens then is they go into a teardown. In fact, you've got one happening right now. They go into a teardown bay. Everything's in a 4-day cycle. As the guy does his task in 4 days, he checks his quality as well. So in 4 days, what will happen, I'll walk you through it quickly. They'll tear the car down, they'll get to a frame over there, then we media blast the frame, then we repair the frame on the table here, and then we re-galvanize the frame. So what you're ending up with is that 25-year-old frame is now completely got another 30-year lifespan. A lot of good R&D in the Defender. It was built to off-road and it still should off-road, even as a customized one-on-one luxury vehicle. So we take all the axles and the diff and we will rebuild them. That's all Fred does. take everything apart.
Can I give him a hug too?
Yeah, give me a big hug.
Come on, you know better. You always welcome getting my heart. I appreciate it.
Fred will deep clean it, he'll redo the bushings, he'll redo all the ceilings, and then it'll get re-powder coated, and it'll go the line. So this is a good example of that, where we've done the tear down of the E-type, it'll come to fabrication and weld team, and they'll do a full restoration, and we'll use original parts, JLR parts. So when that needs new floor plans in, that's what we'll get from. The Defender's very different, you'll see what it is. Then as we go into the main production plant, I'm going to split it into 3 areas for you. You'll note the cues to the London Underground system there. So we have the north line, the south line, and then everything that line there is QC, warranty and service department. So what Marty does is he takes what Fred gave him and he will then start to create a rolling frame. Again, he gets 4 days. At this point here, everything on that vehicle is customizable. Wow. You could say, I want this in baby blue powder coat, I want this in purple powder coat, I want this in... Not many people do, but some people do.
Yeah.
The aim of the department here is to get it as a rolling vehicle in 4 days, to which point they will add the axles, they'll add suspension, they'll add shocks, they'll add brakes. The mechanic is never getting bored, because this one may have Brembo brakes, that one may have Alcon brakes, this one doesn't have air suspension, that one doesn't, but it does have Fox. Did you fly in today?
Oh, not today.
The main harness is built in one of 2 ways. We'll build them on the board or they'll build them on the table. So the harness, we will take, say, like a 2014 harness. We will strip it all back and make it clean and make the bits we don't need. But if you think about it from what we do, you may want 9 charging ports in your car. I may want 1.
Yeah, of course.
So at that point, everything's getting different. So again, even the harness is customized for each client.
Wow.
So we'll take the main harness, isolate what's old and redundant, and then we'll add all the modern elements like heated seats, ventilated seats, massage seats, cruise control, all that kind of stuff. And then they'll build all the sub harnesses here as well. So in effect, what you're going to get in there is a brand new harness with all the gremlins taken out from the older vehicle. Our job is not to tell you what engine to choose.
So I can do a left side steering if I wanted to, or the right side.
Absolutely, and then you can say I want an LT4, an LT1, an LS3, an LS3 565, a Cummins diesel, an EV, and everybody asks me that question. You know, you're an EV car business? No, I'm not. I'm just giving you menu choices.
Yeah, of course.
So when we get in here, that drivetrain is it's a GM drivetrain. I think that's an LT1. I think the engine out of the crate doesn't actually just fit in the Defender or the Range Rover Classic or even the E-Type. We've had to, I mean, CR is one of those guys I was talking about, let him be a great mechanic. Yeah. So CR and his drivetrain team here, they've led the entire integration of it. I can't sit at a table and say, make that fit in there. Yeah. I will add 0. But CR, you know, he's master certified ASC technician, it's on his sleeve. Let them figure it out. Yeah. Pay them to be hobbyists. Yeah. Because then everybody's excited. Yeah. It's like, I'm paying you to build cool stuff.
Yeah, of course.
So at this point now, main drivetrain is in, custom built radiator is on the front end. Lewis will take the harness from the main department and he'll overlay the first main harness. This one's got air suspension, Fox, so again very different. What they'll do here is they'll get that first fit electrics and then they will start the body alignment. So they're already doing it actually. So here's the bulkhead. They've already started to heat and sound and fat mat it. So by the time it leaves here, it will have the bulkhead, it'll have the rear tub, and it'll have the T-posts, which are really important when they start that body alignment process. So in here, off the line, what we'll do is the guys, and it's interesting, they're referencing the 3D drawings. Yeah. Because they have the spec sheets that are showing the electrics, but they work to visuals. Yeah, of course. They're not list guys, they're creative guys. So in here, what David's doing is he's rebuilding, so I mean, even every aspect of your door, I mean, this guy's gone from manual, not electrics, but every aspect of the door in that Defender is brand new. So we must be one of the only companies that take a Recaro seat out of the box, fully leather, fully foam. We take it out of the box, strip the leather off, reshape the foam, put it back together. So in here we do headliners, door cards, consoles. Everybody who builds the truck, whether it be the client, the design team, or the technicians, everybody has the same reference point. So the 3D you just did, we all use that as a reference. So Angel should be, well, I think he is. So if you get right into the dash of that one there now, you can see the Angel's, that dash that's in there, where we can see every detail of the pattern and everything else, that's actually that car. See the 2 different tone, the 2-tone? That's what he's working on now. So again, the tools we give them is make it easy, not complicated. Yeah. Yep. So JC does all the body lining. He uses an old plumb line method, but in QC we have a laser method. I would bet you every time he'll beat the laser.
Really?
So when he does his alignment, he will beat the laser.
Wow.
So while we're getting the body alignment better than it was off the factory, the heat and sound deadening is where we really add value with 4 layers. So we do hill mat, dew, heat and sound, and then carpet. Now of course we're adding a lot of weight, but we're adding a lot more power.
Yeah.
It's a Defender that has got the body alignment and the heat and sound deadening like a Range Rover.
Cool.
So you're getting that luxury SUV element, because we put all that effort into that. So this is a kind of cool one because this is a soft top D90, but it's kept the classic dash.
Cool.
So it's got the modern drivetrain, but it's kept the classic dash in it. So very different to the Puma dash. So predominantly we'll do Puma dashes, but 1 in probably 8 comes into the classic dash. So this is just wrapping up today. All the bits are on it. Jordan here has built every single truck we built.
Wow.
He was our first hire.
Wow.
He's lucky I found him. Yeah, this is just wrapping up now. And then this is the best bit. So my office was built there. I don't like ivory towers. You'll never see fish tanks or flowers. So my office is right at the end so that I can see the final product. And I call this the hall pass.
Okay.
So for 4 days now, anybody that's touched that truck, anybody, has got a 4-day window that we give them to go back and say, I wasn't quite happy with this, and I want to fix this, and I want to fix that. So this is a finished vehicle. It sits here for 4 days. Every single mechanic who touched it can come back and say, I'm not quite happy with something in here. But after 4 days, what I call the Grim Reaper, Josh, the QC guy comes over, and he comes here and he says, right, you guys have punched out all 651 tasks. Well, and you've also told me that's a standard. So what he then comes in and says, but I don't think this is right, and I don't think this. And there's a tolerance of 60 to 80. So they can get a pass, let's say, and if it's 60 to 80, we'll then move it to QC for final shipping and inspection. If it's over 80, it stays here and these guys are going to fix it. So Josh is doing it. Nice to meet you. So generally, I didn't stage that, that's happening. So the guys have kind of said we're done. Josh comes over and says, but are you really done?
So basically we have every different section on the truck, so the different departments. So we have fab up. So basically we have, was it a missing part, a defective part? This is my inspection and then my notes. So basically they signed off and I said, no, I didn't like something about it. So we'll put the notes in and then we'll have every check mark was where we agree, and then every note is where we don't agree. And then this is what I want addressed. So we'll go through that and we'll go through every section.
All the guys there have been handpicked. 95% of the producers here with us for a long time because you're empowering them to be great mechanics.
Who they want to be.
Let them be gearheads. And just let them have fun building the cars. What we also have here though is we've got where we do like innovations and things we're working on for new models. So right now we're working on a kind of a summer beach cruiser version of it.
This is so cool.
Yeah, this is the beach runner. So
can I redesign I want to redesign to this. This is so cool.
So none of the fluff. This is meant to be taken to the beach, live with it kind of thing. We've seen the body prep for the E-Type in that bit. No time window. It's like with the E-Type, when we buy the base car, we restore everything. So you really don't know when you're buying a 1970s car where you're getting a great car or not such a great car. Our job is, doesn't matter whether it's great or not great, we're going to make it great. So the time can vary depending on what you're inheriting. So, but here you've got Select and V-Touch, which can show you the diversity of what we're building. So you've got the coupe, you've got the Roadster, you've got LT1. Now this is a piece of masterclass. This is the 1971 complete rebuilt V12 engine. It took us 6 months. We rebuilt the entire car quicker than we rebuilt the engine. It's been bored out. I think we've added something like 100 brake horse to it at the wheels. Wow.
So we'll start with the client journey real quick first. The key part of our build is not just that we build you a truck. We provide an experience. So when you sign on with us, the experience starts with a welcome book that you get mailed.
Oh, cool.
Signed by all 4 owners, and it literally says exactly what we live by. Welcome to the ECD family. Once they sign up for their build, We onboard them to Teamwork, we provide them the welcome book. Then the next step is to do a welcome call and a design meeting with John.
Okay.
So when they get the design meeting, they'll go through a whole entire design meeting, which is what we're going to go through a brief process today on.
Awesome.
It goes, John will do a live design meeting. Tyler will be in on the call as well, whether it's in person or virtual.
Yeah.
And Tyler will literally take this program right here, and he will design their truck real time.
Oh, wow.
So that they can see it. He'll share screens if it's virtual, or if they're sat here at the table, they can see real time what their truck is going to look like as they're designing it.
That's cool.
So let's go ahead and build your Defender real
Let's
quick.
do it.
I mean, what color, if you were doing a 110, what color would you make it?
Man.
The color spectrum is yours.
Let's do like an army green, like an olive green. Right. Like muted a little bit. Yeah. Perfect. Thinking somewhere like that. Okay.
So yeah, you can do accent colors too. So like now that you've got your body color, we can do the wheel spats, the roof, the mirror colors can be body color or black. So just to show you briefly, like you can paint the checker plates if you want checker plates or not.
Okay.
We can do a body color. The options are endless here. Hinges can be body color. Like everything that you see on this truck for the most part can be painted body color. Even the door handles.
Oh wow.
The rails for the side steps can be painted body color. So Tyler's adding the winch now. So there's the winch. Yeah, that's an option. So you've got different light bars or light guards. So he just had the highlighted thing was, yeah, so now he's working on the body kit. So that's the wide body kit.
Yeah. Like he already knows, he already knew. So he's making it easy on me.
Yep, roll cage.
For the dunes.
There's different roof racks, there's light bars. You've seen the big hella.
The roll cage looks awesome.
Yeah. You can do the big hella lights on the front bar. You can do small ones.
Yeah, we
you can do
definitely
an
need the
actual
lights.
light bar. There's like a full 51-inch long light bar that we can do. The design process is controlled by the client.
Cool.
Like I said, we try to dictate it, but at the end of the day, we know that the client dictates it. I had a client take 4 months to design their truck.
I imagine I bet I think I would probably do the same thing. It's just like there's so many options, and then you sleep on it and you wake up the next day and you're like, maybe I want.
Well, I mean, that's the
these
thing.
different calipers, you know?
We have different.
Can we do yellow?
We have the clients who come in knowing what they want, right? Or at least having the general idea, and we just help fine tune it.
Okay.
But then we've got the clients who have no idea what they want.
Yeah.
And so we kind of have to assist them through the
Yeah,
process.
for sure.
And the other thing about the design process is, and just to show you this, so when John sits here with a client, he'll go through the design book on the iPad, and this literally shows you some designs, but then it gets into like the options once you get down, so like the engine options.
Oh, cool.
And then you go through transmissions, and then you get into like brakes. So we have multiple different brake options. You can go all the way up to Brembos, which are the highest end platform. Suspension, air ride, lift, exhaust, fuel tank. So we have an extended version.
Okay.
Just to provide the extra gas mileage, just to show you color.
Yeah.
I mean, this really gives you an idea of the color spectrum, and there's different stages and different finishes. We can do eggshell, metallic. So the eggshell will give you like that matte finish, full gloss. You want to dive into the interior now?
Yeah, let's
Are
do
you
it.
happy with the exterior?
I think it looks pretty good.
Okay.
I know it's not too most loud or crazy color, but
Doesn't have to be.
yeah. Yeah, can we see like a tan? Let's go lighter. What are the options unlimited for all the colors as well on the inside?
I mean,
We're gonna do yellow. We're gonna do yellow, full yellow interior.
You're gonna do okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This I want to see.
Yeah, we're gonna see it. We're doing full yellow.
I've seen yellow accents, like the truck that you were just in has the yellow seat belts. And
Yeah,
stuff.
now we're going full
Yellow leather. I love it. So yes, we have multiple leather vendors that we utilize. So the
Okay.
color spectrum on the leather, I mean, if we reach out to them and say, hey, we need some yellow leather, they're going to send us some samples.
So we're gonna need a lot of it.
Yeah. So once you've signed off, Tyler takes your rendering and turns it into a poster.
Oh wow.
Now, it'll have your project name on it, and it'll have your name underneath the project name. And this will be a gift that we send you to have.
Very cool.
To basically thank you for your sign off, get you excited for the next steps that are coming. And as for the project name, every client names their truck.
Oh gosh.
So we reach out to the client and say, what do you want to name your truck?
Yeah.
We don't reuse the same project name, so it has to be something that hasn't been used before.
Okay.
But it's always fun, and I try to, you know, encourage the clients to make it something that has meaning to them, because obviously this is a big deal, right?
Yeah.
This is a big truck, like big purchase.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that it has meaning. So after that, the next step in the process will be, we'll source the base vehicle, we'll bring the base vehicle in, and we'll tear it down. Once we tear it down, for the Jags, we send a wheel hub.
Oh, cool.
For the Defenders, we actually send one of the hinges off the side. So when we take...
Oh, so this is from the actual truck?
That's from the original car.
Oh, cool.
So I send you pictures of the base vehicle. I say, here's what your original truck looked like that's giving life to your new Defender. We take the hinge off. And so I'll send you a rusted out looking hinge from your Defender in a nice engraved box like this, which says ECD on it. And this
Very
is
cool.
yours to keep too.
Oh, cool.
So we just sent you a bunch of little keepsakes to just help fuel the process and again, sell an experience and make it enjoyable for you, not just building you a truck.
Yeah.
And then the last piece of the puzzle is going to be that little book right there on the end, which you'll get after you take delivery of your truck.
Okay.
This is what we call a journey book.
Oh, wow.
It's signed by all of the team that's had hands on your truck throughout the whole entire build process, because all of our trucks are built by hand. And it literally just showcases the whole entire process that your truck went through from beginning to end. It'll walk you through from when your base vehicle arrived all the way to the end when it was done.
Very cool.
We can come back to this.
So this will be ready in how long?
It'll probably be ready in about 6 months.
Cool.
Oh, that's what we designed?
Yeah, we did a full yellow.
Here's the exterior.
We did a green and yellow car.
It's bold.
Yeah, we're gonna go bold.
I mean, look, seriously, that is exactly what the business model is. If ECD is not subjective, then the business model's failing.
Well, that's why I had to do something kind of fun and
It's meant to be
crazy.
putting you at the center of it. I mean,
We've got the yellow calipers.
yeah, we've got 83 people work here.
Yeah.
You should get 83 different opinions as to whether you like that.
Yeah.
Then the business is doing its job.
All right, so we were about to drive Project Catamount. I don't know why they trust me to drive these cars, but we're gonna do it. I can't wait. Let's see if I fit inside. I think we got it. Oh yeah, we're good. This is awesome. All right, let's go for a ride. Come on now.
They were long gone.
Yeah, for sure. Yes. I love it. It takes so much effort to turn. Like it's like a full. It's not just a little.
Oh no,
Yeah,
this is old-fashioned power steering.
This is great.
Off-road steering gearbox, everything. Power assist at least, but it's a heavy-duty gearbox.
This is sick. There are alligators over here.
Oh yeah, everywhere. Every body of water in Florida has an alligator in. I guarantee it.
Oh god.
If you leave them alone, they're all right. They don't bother you.
I'd rather see an alligator than a snake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we shouldn't come down here then. Yeah, we can follow it around. It opens up a little bit. We can just turn around. I've come back here with a journalist before, and he's just done like a little bit of talking about the car.
Yeah.
It's just nice because you've got it like sort of the habitat it wants to be.
Yeah. Guys, that is a wrap. Thanks for joining me on my tour here with ECD. Thank you to Scott and his entire team for showing me around. This is absolutely incredible. The drive was amazing. I want to order one of these right now, so please watch the video so I can buy one. Again, this is so sick. I'll see you soon. Peace.